How are we all? Welcome back to Turf Morehouse TV. It's your usual Friday podcast, and we are doing the Premier League predictions. I see Chris in the back room doing the. Is it the Macarena? Just God knows. He's pulling some shapes out. So he's in a good mood. He's in a good. However, if you are new around here, please do subscribe to the channel. As I say, as you can see, right above my name, Turf. Above my name, I mean the name above, Turf Morehouse. And as you can see, all the socials there: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. We're on it all, so please do go check us out. I think the only thing we're not on is OnlyFans, so don't go trying to search that on there. You might get some weird ass results. However, speaking of weird results, a bit like my predictions this season, they've been awful. So we'll get into it. So I will involve my first guest, and as usual, we have Mr. Foreign in the house. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm far from being in a good mood today, as you very well know. Yeah, it's
I don't blame you.
Macarena. I mean, bloody hell! It's the hand jive.
Oh, I only know the other one.
What, that
it's not
one?
A hand jive. Yeah.
That'll go down well on the podcast. Good evening. How are you?
I was thinking a handbrake on a car, Chris, but
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
I'm like you, could be better, but it's Friday. Let's not. What's the saying in Latin? I think it was what is it? Something along Elmento bastardos el carborundorum, which is Latin for don't let the bastards get you down. So
it's amazing. I look at you and I think, you know some shit, don't you?
Oh yeah. I do. Yeah. I know a lot of shit. Don't worry about that, Chris. Some of them are family.
Hello, Kate. How are you?
But no, hope you're well, Chris. I know obviously we've spoken and stuff, but
yeah.
Hope you're well within yourself, and please plug your channels and your socials.
Yeah, at Leicester TID on Twitter, Leicester Till I Die 1 on Instagram, and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube. When any subscriptions would be much appreciated.
Brilliant stuff. And last but not least, we have Motherwell's finest, Niall Kane's in the building. How you doing, Niall?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How about you, Dan and Chris?
Yeah, good.
Smashing. Can't smile wide enough. What I'm
going to say is, can we get subtitles with this one?
I tell you what, I'm going to change it anyway. So he's up there. I can see his little face. First and foremost, now, how was your holiday?
Yeah, it was good, mate. Yeah, we were there for 10 days, and I'm all tanned all over my arms and things. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought you only went Glasgow.
No, it was Tenerife for 10 days, mate.
I can't go any further. It's too hot.
Says the ginger. Says the ginger one amongst us.
Mr. I can't tan over here. Don't worry, I'm only jealous. No, obviously, I'm glad you had a good holiday and managed to get away. But yeah, thank you for coming on again. It really does mean a lot. Tell everybody a bit about yourself, who you support, and where people can find you.
Well, I support Motherwell in the Scottish Premiership, who have a manager who's also an ex-Preston and Burnley player in Graham Alexander. Motherwell started off well, but didn't win our games in Boxing Day right up until we won last Saturday 4-2 against St Mirren. We got a tough game against Doug's Scottish team, Livingston. That won't be easy. We need to win that with top 6 being at stake here. Don't know how that'll go. Plastic pitch, not a fan of plastic pitches, but yeah, and for English team, I like Man United, who are Man United like not playing well at the moment, but they've got a game against Everton, and I'm sure they'll come on to that later on.
You better effing win that one now, I'm telling you now. You better beat Everton.
Oh, I know.
You better beat Everton.
I'm sorry, I didn't get any of that. www.googletranslate.com.
No, but now thank you very much for coming on. Just a couple of comments before we get into the predictions. Scott is in straight away. How are you doing, Scott? Thank you for coming in.
Oh, you coming here, Scott? You didn't stay in mine long, did you? I see. Bloody favouritism now, you and Dan. I see how it is.
That's it now. That's it. What was that, pal?
It's got not a Leicester fan. I'm sure he's on your channel, Chris.
Yeah, he's a Leicester fan, yeah.
Yeah, he used to be on my channel.
He went where the professionalism, Chris, is.
I'm honest with you, anywhere that is better than mine.
It's not here. I must just be on the way through. I'm a stepping stone. But no, I hope you're well, Scott. Thank you, and everyone's well. Ducky, hope you are well as well. It says, evening, big man and guests. Looking forward to tonight's show. Thank you very much. Hope you are well and the family as well. Hope you're all safe. Scott says, when are you and Kate doing your new video that you wrote out recently? As I say, we're not on OnlyFans yet. I mean, times are hard, but they're not desperate times yet. So
what's hard? What's hard? Sorry.
Laugh at the moment, Chris. It's really getting me down. Really getting me down.
You're not quite at the OnlyFans thing at my me stage yet, haven't you? Or Tinger.
Yeah, I can't be doing. What's
that other one called again? Because I get absolutely ripped by it from this.
Do you know what?
Mate, you know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not going to say in camera.
I can go on to a show and with Brad, and we can F and blind, and YouTube say, yeah, put it through forever, no problem. I've just had a show with the ex-manager of Leicester City Women's. Not one swear word was uttered, and they put it on limited. I don't get it.
All right.
Limited edition, Chris. That's what they should have put it under.
I'm saying think.
No. Renee's in and says, hey, Dan and Chris, how the devil are you? How the devil are you, more importantly? I hope you are well. HC Sam, come on, 3-1 Burnley, Corney, Veghorst and Lennon. I'll take that this weekend for that shadow of a doubt. Retro's in as well, Newcastle fan. Good evening, guys.
No, Retro.
Hope you well, Retro. Long time no see.
I'm going to say it's been ages.
Scott says, are Burnley moving north of the border? Only joking. Hope you, Chris, and Niall are all okay.
Yeah, good.
We're getting any more further north. We practice with Yorkshire, and we don't want that shit. And speaking of which, Proud Terriers, how are you doing?
If Burnley go north, they'll get into like the Scottish Premier League, and you'll be the third best team there.
Carlisle will be above us. But yeah, everyone's well. Doug's in as well. Evening to yourself, Doug. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, Doug.
And Proud Terrier says, good luck to Burnley this weekend. You're so close to getting out of the relegation zone. Personally, I want Everton to go that. Yeah, same. I was speaking to my stepdad tonight. It's my little girl's 5th birthday today, and she's nicely tucked up in bed now. She had a fun day. But when we went there, my stepdad said, oh, how old are you now? And I said, she's 3, had 2. She's 3, had 2, Paul. That's how she's 3 plus 2. And I just kept getting the little sly digs in where I could. So, to be fair, he doesn't bite often.
I've just got that.
Yeah, he doesn't bite often, but I think he's already resigned as an Everton fan to going down potentially. So it's all good. It's all fun and games. Speaking of fun and games, we have got let's talk about the leaderboard
for you. What do you call a man with a spade on his head?
Doug.
Yay! Hello, Proud. How are you, sir?
Yeah, hope you're well. Hope you are well. Brenda says, good luck, Burnley. Our Burnley play. Yeah, Sunday, 2:00 away at Norwich. Should be an interesting fixture.
Don't watch
Scott
that.
Says, Chris, I'm not feeling the
King Power.
Plus, Dan pays better.
He pays you in kind, though, mate. You won't sit down for a week.
He don't stand up. That's the worry. And straight from
Miss Musgrove
from my left here, occupying the sofa.
Has she been down in the holes today?
No, not yet. It's not my birthday. It's Esme's.
Is she not getting you a drink yet? No.
No, I've stopped drinking now. I've nipped it in the bud.
Are you off?
I've nipped it in the bud. Yeah. I've got a brew though. I've got a brew. She's made me a brew, so there's not wrong with that. Looking
Why
at
do people call it a brew? We call it tea and coffee in Scotland.
Well, it's still tea and coffee here, but it's just a brew. Yeah, a brew to you up there is either iron brew or special brew. You don't drink all else. It's either something that's orange or something that tastes like piss.
I've never had iron brew in my life.
You're joking.
No. Mate, you need to try it. It's absolutely amazing.
And to be honest, Chris, I was looking at your hoodie. I don't think that's in an iron either. I'm joking.
In me what?
I said I'm looking at your jumper. I don't think that's in an iron either. You know what? I can count on you, Chris, to put me in a better mood.
Yeah, I need cheering up as well.
Well, this is the good thing, Chris. I'm about to cheer you up. You had an absolutely cracking week last week.
I did.
You, out of 10 matches, you predicted 7 correct.
Oh, 7. Oh, wow.
Well done,
you got 7 correct. Unfortunately, so did Kate.
Oh, Kate. She shouldn't be allowed. She's not even on the camera. She shouldn't be allowed. Banner.
Doug predicted 6, and I only got 4. So I'm back to bottom again, as per usual.
Up, Dan, give it up, seriously.
Well,
I know you're a friend, and as a friend, you crap. Just give it up.
But no, obviously, at the moment, I'm at the bottom with 38 standard. Guess. So now for you today, you're obviously speaking in terms of all the guests. You're on 39, so you're still a point above me at the moment. Kate's then in second place on 45, and Chris is still in the lead by 2 with 47. So Kingpin over there is still going at it.
Good to be on top.
Let's just go back to some of the comments. Renee says, "When is your birthday, Dan?" August. I used to love it when I was a kid because when I got a season ticket for my birthday, like my birthday's not till the back end of August, so I got that early because the season started at the beginning of August. So it was like, yeah, it's a result.
Oh, is your birthday towards the end of August? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be spending my birthday this year closer to Chris than I've ever been before.
You're not, because I'm moving. No.
You're the same year as me and Kate, if I'm not mistaken, are you? You're 91.
Yeah, well, no, I'm only 30.
Yeah, I'm 31. Are you 92? Are you 90?
No, I was born in 91, but as I say, because I was back end of August, I was always the youngest in my year at school. We're being back end of August, but
I was one of the youngest in my year at school as well.
Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Renee, it's August for me. Kate says I don't agree. It's so disgusting. What's disgusting? Iron brew.
Iron brew, yeah.
Yeah, she's on about the old iron brew.
Never had it. What's it taste of?
It's a bit like.
I don't know.
It's a bit like a sweet. I think it's like a sweet Taza.
I used to love Taza.
It is. It's like Taza, but sort of. There's like something else to it. I don't know. It's strange. It's a bit like when you get a curry and you add coriander to it. It changes it up a bit. There's a bit of a change to it, but not much from Taza, in my opinion.
It's a bit like whatever sugar it is, or carrot and coriander. But I know that's a soup, but nothing like that.
I'll tell you one thing now. I'll tell you one thing. Iron Brew has gone shit since they took the sugar. They lowered the sugar count in it.
I completely
It has
agree.
gone absolute dog shit since they did that.
It's not what it used
Kate
to
said,
be.
should I take Dan's place on Turf More House TV since he's shot at predictions? Probably.
Yeah, you
Probably.
should.
In fact, I should let Kate do the Friday shows of the predictions
You
and
should
ask
get
it off
on camera,
camera. I might do better then.
You should get on camera
Um,
once you have a certain number of subscribers.
she'll get on there. She'll get on camera at some point. I'm sure she will. Yeah, you will. As Chris says, yes, Kate.
I think
Scott
you should
says,
just play her
unfortunately-
TikToks at the side, so it's like she's with us.
Yeah, Kate, unfortunately, I'd have to decline on your offer. Dan is a great host, however, you can go host. Well said, Scott. Well said. And as Kate's right, I'm sorry.
No, but you can take your place
Well, yeah.
because you're not the leg end, are you?
No. If I am, I'm the foot. I'm useless. Renee said, I'm still younger. I'm 22 years old.
Oh, fair enough.
Tony Cruz.
And as Scott says there, I think you're pushing the boat out at legend. Everyone wanting Kate to make an appearance by the looks of it. Proud Terries, we did do a show together at the beginning of the season. We did a show regarding the third kits. Yes, we're going to speak about that in a minute. It's fine, don't worry about it. Calm yourself. So yeah, we did a show together regarding the third kits and what we preferred, and that's the only video where I think where Kate is on camera with me. She wanted to do it. I think she sort of enjoyed it. She even said afterwards it wasn't as bad as she thought, but I think it's just that knack of doing it. However, never say never. Never say never. She may come on sometime. Probably to do some sort of like loose women episode or something like that. What are you giving me that look for?
You don't like loose women, do you?
You're not in that age bracket yet. Oh. Renee,
she's not denying being loose though.
She's 31, Renee. And Rich says nearly had to do first aid during the chip challenge. Yeah. It was. It's because I'm shit with sparse though. Shit with sparse. Unless it's sparse girls, then I'm all right. I know all the words.
You prefer the ginger spice though, don't you?
God, I thought you were going to be 39.
I'm not really that keen on turmeric, Chris.
Looking by your profile picture, I thought you were going to be 39, 38, but I'm not saying that.
Don't hold back.
I'm talking about Scott.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm just from looking at your profile picture, actually.
And Rich says, how much have you been drinking tonight now?
Well, I'm on my third can, mate.
Oh, dangerous. Living life on the edge.
I'll make a confession.
And Ducky says, do you remember the college editions of Loose Men? I do. This is the thing we had in college before we get into it. Me, Ducky, a lad called Aaron Nuttall, Lee Ashworth and a few others, we'd all used to bugger off from college at dinner time and go to the pub. And we'd play pool and have a couple of beers. And we did it every Tuesday knowing it were fitness and have to go at gym. So we thought, if we're half cut, we're not going to be told to do it. So they made us go and sit in like the waiting area of the gym. And there was like a coffee machine there. And we started calling that Tuesdays was like an episode of Loose Men. Because we'd sit there just conflabbing about random shit. So it just became a natural thing that happened. But yeah, Ducky, there were some fun times, absolute wonderful times. And were you on the loose, Ducky? The duck was on the loose. We played Duck, Duck, Goose.
Duck.
Anyway, let's get into some predictions.
Just talking of predictions, England women were playing tonight. And this is for you,
10.
Brad, if you're watching. North Macedonia 0, England 10.
That's a FIFA score, isn't it?
Yeah. That is like, why?
That's bad, isn't it? To be fair, I think one of the England women's games recently, didn't that finish quite an high score as well? I think that were another 9, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I can't remember who it was for.
It's embarrassing. This is both in the men's and in the women's. These teams, the lower teams should have their own playoffs to then go into the group, like North Macedonia, Scotland, those sort of teams.
Totally agree.
Joking.
Totally agree. Ducky says always, Kate, always. And Kate says that's Snapchat filters in response to Renee's comment. Right, let's get into some predictions before there's a goal in the first game, which is currently 60 minutes in. So let's get them added in. As I say, everybody, Chris's YouTube channel and Niall's Twitter profile is linked in the description below of this video. So please do go show them some support. Check them guys out. They do some cracking stuff. And Niall is always seen around on people's channels. So yeah, please do show.
He's not invited. He just turns up. Joking now, joking.
Just use that piss-headed corner. That piss-headed corner with a bottle in a brown bag.
I'll say the opposite what nothing would say. I always keep a high profile. Basically like I'm a driver.
No worries. Right, so it is match week 32. And as I say, we are 60 minutes into the first game this weekend, and we have Newcastle Wolves currently underway. It is currently still 0-0. Newcastle have had a goal ruled out for probably offside. It was Chris Wood, so more than likely offside. Scott says Newcastle 1-0 for his prediction. However, let's see. First of all, I'll come to you, Chris. 60 minutes in, obviously, we've not watched the game at all, but we'll get through this one quickly. We'll just have a quick one. And how do you think this game's going to go?
I went in my own predictions on Tuesday, so you can go back and double check this to say that I'm not.
No, I was there. I watched. I was there.
You were there, weren't you? In fact, you were joining in. You were joining in. Yeah, I went for the draw. I was
Steve for the day. Steve for the day.
You were. Yeah, I went for the draw.
Oh, that's a fair shout. Funnily enough, great man's, it seems.
She's just following me. What can I say? Kate, don't make it so obvious.
Ducky says 0-0 as well, and Renee got him for a 1-1 draw as well. Now, how do you see it? As I say, it's 60 minutes gone, 60 plus minutes. Give us your prediction.
I predict it got to be a draw because Newcastle are on the back of that. Needed a reaction from that game again, where they got absolutely thrashed by Spurs in the last game, 5-1, I believe it was. Yeah, Newcastle need a reaction tonight. I know it's 60 minutes or so in, but for Wolves, they played Villa last week, didn't they? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure. I used to keep a check on Newcastle's games when they were sort of down there, but
anyway, it doesn't matter.
Who knows?
I know Wolves are thereabouts to the top four, but I think that's gone now. So on that note, I predicted on other channels this game to be a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw, not a problem. I'm going to say Wolves nick this 1-0. I'm going to say Wolves nick it 1-0. I'm going to be different and go pretty much same as Mark.
Pretty much the same. It's exactly the same.
I got Mike. Hope you're well, mate.
Well, it is what it is. Big up legend. He must be talking to you, Chris, or you now. It's got to be one of you two.
I think he's talking about you, Dan. Cause I think when on his you were on his channel earlier, I think he called you a legend, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I was trying to be nice and share the love now, but it's great. LFC Adelaide, they predicted 2-1 Wolves. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your prediction. Hope you're enjoying the show as well. Mark said yes, Wolves beat Villa 2-1, and then Kate said, "How is being different working out for you so far?" Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I should just say everything that you guys said, to be honest. Especially you, Chris. Should follow a trend. Proud Terrier says 1-0 Wolves as well. Nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, that's Newcastle Wolves pretty much done. So let's get into this weekend's fixtures. and see what we have up next. And next up is a crunch match for both teams, shall we say. Now, being a Man United fan, top four, is it still on? And can you get the points against Everton this weekend?
For me, that game is huge for me because Man United really need to win this game tomorrow. One time at 12:30 to keep the top four hopes alive. Yes, I know Arsenal lost 3-0 to Crystal Palace in their game, but because Arsenal are missing key players now with Kieran Tierney, Tommy Partey and co being out injured. I don't know, because Everton, I think the modern are getting battered most games, like left, right and centre. And I think they'll be a team that could go down for me. So on that note, I think Man United will exit in terms of quality. So I'm going to say Man United to win this 1-0.
Man United to win 1-0. Not a problem. Not a problem at all.
One goal winner, I think, for me.
LFC Edelats give all their predictions. They've gone for Wolves 2-1, Everton 1, United 2. Arsenal 2-1 against Brighton, Chelsea to beat Southampton, Watford win, Spurs win, West Ham win, Leicester win. Chris, you'll be happy to hear. A draw for Norwich Burnley. I'm not so happy with that one, but you know what? Fair enough. It's all about opinions. And Liverpool to win 3-2. Of course you would say that. Of course you would. Let's have a look at what others have been saying as well. Rene has gone for 1-0 Manchester United. Scott says, Dan must be doing well. If different, stood you out from everyone else in Kate. Exactly. I wasn't a sheep. I was not a sheep.
This bromance between you and Scott, mate. Come on. He's mine, Scott. Hands off.
Ducky says 3-1 Manchester United. Let's have a look. Kate says, thank you, Mark. She only broke up from school today, not like the rest of Burnley have already broke up. I think she means schools, although the people of Burnley, there's probably a few relationships ended tonight. It is a Friday night. It happens on the regular. A weekend of celebrating is planning. Kate's gone for Manchester United and all. Scott's gone for an Everton draw. Mark's gone United 4. I can see a bounce-back mentality from the club, and Everton are a mess. And Kate said she felt sorry for the sheep, so she took me under her wing. Thanks very much.
Is that bingo
Chris,
wings?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's not much ink left in it, but I've got a dabber. Anyway, Chris, your prediction for this game. For me, I look at this and think, right, Everton have a tough run-in compared to what we've had, or what we've got, sorry. However, these are the games where they sort of free hits and they could go about their business quietly and potentially get a few results.
Everton, are you saying?
Yeah.
No, this is Everton. I mean, only the fact that Watford and Norwich are down there that's making them look half decent. I mean, Niall knows how much I love Man United. But I'm sorry, Niall. If Man United and they're in a mess, we know they're in a mess. And I'm not going to go on about it. No one knows my thoughts on that. But if you can't beat Everton, I could see it maybe sort of a Leicester. We've got them twice, and I can see us probably losing one of those. But that's because we're Leicester. If Man United with all the players and you've got, I don't know if Ronaldo's back or not. I'm guessing he might be. This is Man United win all over it. And if Man United don't win this, you need to sort of go and hide. You really do. This is a Man United win, 100%.
No, not a problem. So Chris goes for United, Niall for United, Kate for United. Why not make it a clean sweep? Why not? Chris and Kate seem to be getting it right most weeks, so I might as well. No, I mean, I've got, my heart says Manchester United. My head says, obviously, I want Manchester United with everything going on with us at that bottom half of the table. But I'm with you guys. Manchester United for this one. Proud Terry says, I'm going to have to go now as I'm up early for work. Have a great rest of the show and speak soon. Thank you very much for tuning in, Proud Terry. All the best. Mate. Sleep well and take care. Thank you for watching. Chris Welch is in as well. He says, big up to the panel, and also says, it'll be so Man United to gift points to Everton. Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me. Man United this year have probably been more Spursy than Spurs, which is saying something. And then he says, Proud Terry says, enjoy your weekend, everyone. Yeah, enjoy your weekend too. And fingers crossed Huddersfield will go up as well. I've just seen, just a little update, that the draws for the Newcastle Wolves game are out, and so is my prediction of a Wolves 1-0 or a Wolves win. Newcastle have just gone 1-0 up through a Chris Wood penalty.
Oh, your favourite player.
So the offside merchant. What did you go for Newcastle?
No, I went for a 1-1 draw.
All right. I wonder what you're on about.
Because Chris Wood is your favourite player at Burnley, wasn't he?
No, definitely not.
Well, at the end of the day, you get 25 million for him to go.
Exactly. As I say, at first I was annoyed, but then after that,
you were petrified.
I kept thinking I could not score any goals without you in our side. But yeah, please do, Proud Terrors, enjoy your weekend. Rene says Donny van der Beek is reunited for Man United. He can't play, can he? Because he's on loan. So surely they won't be able to play him. Because it's a Premier League club to Premier League club, so they won't be able to play. Kate says the Man City-Liverpool game is going to be massive. What do you even predict for that? Well, get your thinking caps on, because we'll get to that.
Already over and predicting for that game, but we'll come to that later.
We certainly will. Scott says, whoop, whoop. What did I say? You did. You certainly did, my friend. You certainly did. LFC Adelaide says, help my new account reach 150. Please do. If you're in here, please do go check them out. Go check LFC Adelaide out and help them reach their goal of 150. We're all in this together, so we're all doing the same thing. We're all trying to promote for our teams and for the love of football. So please do go check them out. Hope that's helped you out. Hope that helps you out. Fingers crossed. And Kate said she had that in her head, Chris.
Yeah. Great minds.
They're a band named after you and Kate. Simple Minds. That's what it is.
Kate, hit him from both of us. Go, hit him.
She's trying. I can see her containing herself. She's having to bite her bottom lip. She's shaking here. She really wants to thump me in the side of the temple.
You go for it. You go for it, Kate. Hit him. The
next game we have on the agenda, Arsenal against Brighton. Now, obviously, Arsenal they were going about the business quietly. However, they're up and down. Brighton, as Danny Welbeck showcasing there, he's trying to listen out for 3 points. They're struggling to try and find them recently. They can't seem to pick results up anywhere.
No, I can't hear you. Can't hear
you. Niall, I'll come to you. Arsenal at home, clearly the advantage in this one, although Brighton have been better away from home this season.
Mm-hmm. For me, Arsenal have been going a bit of a run recently, right up until they get thrashed in their last game against Crystal Palace last Monday night there. But I don't know, because Arsenal are missing key players. Yes, I know Kieran Tierney is out for the season, which is bad news for Scotland. If you want to add into the national team perspective, I did see that Thomas Partey is potentially out as well. So I don't know, because who can he play left back? Will it be Asaka, or will it be Nuno Tavares, or will it be just a 17-year-old who I've got? Yeah, on to Brighton for me. Brighton are like draw FC for me, so I can't see Arsenal bouncing back, unfortunately. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Brighton.
Right, happy days.
I think there'll be a shock.
You never know. You never know. So who have you gone? Who did you go for again? Sorry, while I was just changing that.
2-1 to Brighton.
2-1 Brighton. Interesting. Interesting. Chris, how do you see it? As you say, Arsenal have gone quietly about the business, but
I think you can get it smaller than that, mate. If you go on to, have you gone into minimal?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Because minimal should just be no picture, I thought, and just the name and the comment.
No, it's come up like that for some reason.
Yeah. Well, at least we can see you. At least we can see your eyes now. I was missing you, so I thought I'd just send you a hint.
Should
how
should
do
I
I see
should
this
I do like
going?
one of them TikToks, Chris? You know, when they go like, "Oh, this will reveal your true eye colour." Oh.
I tell you what, I am absolutely hooked on, and that is the jump scares with the I feel good.
Oh yeah, they are funny. They are
God,
funny.
they are hilarious. They are hilarious. Anyway, back to the football. Yeah, Arsenal. I mean, they lost the other week, and but Brighton are so bad. I mean, Brighton in the form table, they are bottom. They are below Norwich and Watford in the form table. I mean, it's simply a case of that if they had not had the good win or the good start to the season that they had, they'd be in deep relegation trouble now. And all those people that were shouting out at the start of the season, Graham Potter is the new Messiah and he's going to be the next England manager. Where are you all? He's when your team is bottom of the form table, something is badly wrong. Hasn't won in God knows how many games. I think since Brad started dating Chloe. Arsenal again. If Arsenal don't win this, it's at Arsenal. Then Arsenal need to go and bury themselves as well. To me, this is a very, very easy Arsenal win.
No, fair shout. Kate said as well that she's gone with Arsenal, to be honest. She says Brighton haven't been great recently. They're quite up and down at the moment. As you would allude to, Chris, as a Brad's
underwear to keep it clean.
Correct. Yes. Well, she'll struggle to keep it clean on a wedding night, Chris, I'll tell you that. But yeah.
You went there, didn't you? I didn't think you would, but you went there.
I did. Well, not on a wedding night. I'm not that sort of sick man.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not. Come on, everybody.
Oh, yes, you are.
Now thinking he's back in Benidorm again, or Tenerife.
Causing riots.
Right, let's see what everybody else is saying. Yeah, Chris, I did check the private chat. Danny Welbeck is reunited with Arsenal. And also 2-1 Arsenal, maybe Welbeck will score. Who knows? Maybe that's Welbeck telling you that, it's been a while since he's got a goal. Any chance you can put a bell in the ball so I know when it's coming? I only jest. But no, I'm with you, Chris. I'm with you, Chris. I think Arsenal have got this. I don't think Brighton are strong enough. Arsenal have got a very good, young, up-and-coming team, and if they can keep that up and it gel in a good couple of seasons, they could be back potentially fighting amongst the big boys again, and who knows.
And if Luca's watching, just for you, Luca, Arteta in.
Trust it. I got final bombshell. Trust the process.
Yeah,
the process. It could be worse. You could have Frank Lampard. Think about that.
I feel like you get Luke. I feel like you get beat tomorrow. I guarantee you there'll be a rant tomorrow that he'll do a stream and maybe the same with Stephen.
Do you know what? I've just seen your message there, Niall, and I was watching the show the other night, and I was saying to Mike, I think there was Stephen and there was Luca. It was Luca's channel, and Stephen was on, Mike was on, and you were on. Well, you two might as well. And I think I put in the comments, go and get a drink, put your feet up, and get a book out, because once they start, and I had to turn off because it's this. I don't know why they invite each other on the show. Stephen bullies Luca, but Luca said it's banter. But to be quite honest with you, it's absolutely ridiculous. It just takes over.
For me, yeah, I agree. It takes over, and the two of them have been like bad for doing it in a way, I think, when it comes to like debating about Arsenal, isn't it? In a way.
Not true.
I mean, they know they set each other off, so why have each other on each other's show?
It is true. It is true. It is true. Maybe controversy is caused for the viewing public. Well. Yeah, tomato. Depends where you're from.
I think it's maybe for like views and things, isn't it? In a way, to get views and subscribers or likes, isn't it?
I'll be honest with you, I just turned off. I couldn't. Once they got going, I thought, this is it. Yeah.
That's what it is. Next game on the agenda, we have got Southampton at home to Chelsea. Now, Chelsea have been in a bit of free fall at the moment. The last game against Brentford, they went 1-0 up. However, they then took a very comfortable beating from Brentford. Southampton, again, another team so up and down this season. Ralph Hasenhüttl's done a fantastic job with the players he has at his disposal. Now, how do you see this one going, mate?
For me, I think Southampton will go into this game thinking they've got nothing to play for and already like on the beach. And in terms of Chelsea, yes, you touched on it there. They're on the back of a 4-1 loss against Brentford, losing to Real Madrid in the Champions League during the week there through Karim Benzema hat-trick. I think Chelsea need to get a reaction from this and bounce back. So I'm going to say Chelsea to win this 2-1 because I think Southampton have got a goal in them. So 2-1 to Chelsea for me.
No problem at all. As Chris says, he knows Scott. I'll tell him myself. Kate says, I think Chelsea will win. Who did you say you're going for now? Sorry.
2-1 to Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Ducky's gone for a comfortable 5-1 Southampton win. Now, that is optimistic.
That's an understatement, isn't it? A bold statement.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something now. If that comes off, Ducky, then too cool or whatever, however you want to pronounce it, will not be in that job for much longer if he's shipping goals like that against sides like Brentford.
Sorry, you know a better way of putting that? If that gets happened, nothing may well keep a low profile.
I'll tell you what, there'll be some mad bastard who's put money on that as well. And it'll be all plastered all over bloody Facebook and Twitter and, at full time.
Instagram and all of that. I would say nothing will keep a low profile. He'll be raging and go on Twitter pages a lot, won't he?
Definitely, mate. Definitely. Chris, Southampton sort of, it's very close to home. Not in terms of team you support, but obviously not far from your army base.
We have got an army base here, as it happens.
From your secret, humble abode, it is not but a stone's throw away. However, Chelsea roll into Southampton. How do you see that one going?
I mean, it was Abramovich that used to go through the managers, and he's gone. So, if a new guy comes in, he may not have, Abramovich's sort of trigger happy figure. So I think
the name's going to be difficult as well, isn't it? They won't be Russian. Hey, but
Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, so I think we're going to see a different sort of Chelsea over the next few seasons, with these new owners, possibly. But that's what I think. But
it's Ricketts from America, isn't it?
Yeah, but even Chelsea fans don't want them. Chelsea fans don't want them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They don't seem to want them for some reason, and I don't know why.
I mean, I'm going to give credit to Abramovich. He has always turned up to as many matches as he can before he was banned. I didn't mind him as owner, but obviously with everything that's going on, I totally understand. I mean, that result last week with Brentford, nobody would have guessed that. Nobody predicted that in a world of
nobody predicted that in a month of Sundays.
Yeah, but I can't. It won't happen again. Southampton, I do like Southampton. I do like Hussenthal, but they're just so unreliable. And they're in that, as Niall said, they're in that sort of mid-table position where they're going to be happy and they'll probably stay there. They could easily win just as easily as they could lose. But I think Chelsea are going to get back on the bike, as they say, and they're going to win. It's a Chelsea win for me.
Chelsea win for Chris. I'm gonna do a Chris Forrian now. I'm gonna, as Brad alluded to the other night, I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to call this one a draw, Chris.
You don't know what goes on between my legs. I'll tell you.
I thought I'd tell you first. You being the draw specialist, according to your channel. But yes,
that's not a bad shout.
Looking at Scott's comment there, he sees a weakened side, behind played against Southampton, as you see them wanting to try and turn things around against Real Madrid, which, is a fair shout. It is a fair shout. Although the quality of Chelsea, you'd have probably expect them to get this game in the bag and then also maybe follow on with momentum. But who knows? Either way, I'm going to sit in the middle for this one and go for a Southampton-Chelsea draw.
Chelsea could be caught for third and fourth if they're not careful. Tottenham and Arsenal are only 4 or 5 points behind them, so they're not. They can't take the foot off the gas that they're going to get Champions League next season.
No, that's true. That's true. Nippon says, any chance of getting me onto one of these shows? I will sort that out at some point, Nippon. I do have people that I have asked. So obviously, it's a case of going through them first, and whatever happens. But we will try and get you in if we can. And it says something, really, when Nippon, who is a Chelsea fan, has said Southampton 2, Chelsea 1.
Go on, nothing.
He's a Man United fan, isn't he, really?
Do you believe
Tottenham?
Do you believe in rivals? Where are you from? You cockney thing, you.
I got a Tottenham fan in disguise. Or Man United,
he's in the words of Paul Young now, wherever he lays his hat, that's his home.
In fairness, I think it's Luca that's the Man United fan, isn't it?
Yeah, because...
And then we get the Bristolian in. The old Arsenal Bristolian, here he is.
Hello, Anthony.
How you doing, Anthony? Hope you're well. 2-2. That's not bad, because I said a draw, so not bad at all. And Scott says Chelsea's closest rival, Southampton, aren't they? Massive game. Huge game. Form goes out of the window. Form goes out of the window in these fixtures. Nipper says, I just see our bad form continuing. And Scott says he's only joking, obviously. Let's move.
How did the job go, Nippon? Is it today you should have heard?
Well, everybody said the birds the word. I've just seen that Joey Barton was named Manager of the Month. Clearly must not have hit anybody this month. Well done. Rehab has worked well.
Joey Barton.
Anthony's good. That's the main thing. As long as you're well, mate. As long as you're well, and the scrumpy's going down all right. That's the main thing, isn't it? let's have a look who we have next. And we have Watford Leeds. A game now that, since Jesse Marsh has come in at Leeds, he's sort of steadied him a little bit in the last 2 or 3 games. They've managed to grind results out. I don't like that stat that Roy Hodgson's never been relegated as a manager. I think, there's something about it that worries me a little bit. However, when you're just in and around there, maybe that's what's worrying me a little bit more. But Watford have been poor, haven't they? And
yeah.
I mean, Leeds could still technically get brought into it again as well if we keep up our results and they falter. So how do you see this one going?
I think Watford for me are gone because they've got Roy Hodgson. I agree with what you got doing about this. Roy Hodgson never been relegated as a manager, if I'm correct. Yeah. For me, Weeks are that type of team who go for it and attack and play at a high tempo in games. So for me, I think Weeks are going to win this tomorrow or Sunday or whenever it is. I think Weeks will win this 2-1.
Leeds to win 2-1. Interesting. Yep. Interesting. I thought you'd say that, Anthony. I forgot he's manager of Bristol Rovers, isn't it? I thought you'd say that.
That's the better team in Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought so. So. They're the only team I like in blue and white anyway, Chris, if you put it that way in terms of them dirty colours.
Excuse me?
I mean, in terms of the, blocked colours.
Okay, I'll let you off.
You're mostly firmly blue. Most days, anyway. Rene says 2-1 to Dirty Leeds. The best option for Burnley really is probably a Leeds win or potential draw. However, we'll see. Anthony says 1-1 draw. Scott says big win for Leeds, 4-1. Humongous scoreline. Who knows? It's an interesting time of the season. Doug says Watford 2, Leeds 3.
I think those two have been on the iron brew.
And Scott says the only team I like in claret and blue must be West Ham.
The only team
all that loving, Scott, earlier, all that loving, and as soon as Chris said his man, hands off, you've backed down very easily, haven't you? You shit out.
Another team
sorry, I didn't realise you were taken. I'm sorry. Bye.
Another team that's playing claret and blue are Aston Villa and West Ham, isn't it?
Yeah. Drogheader United in the Irish League. South Shields in non-league. They're playing claret and blue. Scunthorpe, yeah.
South Shields is Newcastle, wasn't it?
Yes, that way, yeah. And Anthony says Bristol is red like London.
Hey, I went for an Arsenal win this week, Anthony. Don't let me down.
Come on, you gas.
That's right, Anthony. Chris will give you the kiss of death.
That's why I'm top of the prediction league, mate.
Oh, you little tinker. Yeah, it is. Speaking of gas, a man that doesn't know when he's let it leave him. Chris, Watford, Leeds.
Them follow-throughs are a bugger, I tell you.
How do you see this one going? I know you're a big fan of Watford.
Yes, I am. I actually made this clear on a tweet the other day. I think I'm becoming famous for my hatred of Watford and Norwich. And I should make clear that as clubs, I don't mind them. As fans, I've absolutely nothing against the fans at all. I think the fans of both those clubs are just treated like pieces of shit by the owners, because the owners got no, if he came up and did a Sheffield United and stayed up a couple of seasons, at least had to go for it. But when you've got a club that, as I've said many times, sacks a manager when you're in 12th that's got you promoted and then replaces him with a guy who couldn't keep Fulham up last year. I mean, I feel sorry for the fans. And that's the only reason I want them to go down is, let's get Luton up and give Luton a chance to have a go instead of you two all the time. That said, and I did take it very, very personally what you said about me sitting on the fence, but I'm going for a draw. In the form table, Leeds, they've won a couple since March came in. Must be the Ides of March. Watford are 17th. I can smell it from here, Anthony. And when that wind's blowing down, I can see this being a draw. I can see it being a draw.
No, I'd take that. I'd take that. Scott says, if it makes you feel any better, Burnley not the worst Premier League club in claret and blue. It's the Brummies I can't stand. No, see the Birmingham accent. Nah, it's not for me. Not for me.
I'm not a massive fan of that accent. Are you? Birmingham.
No, Niall, you don't seem to have an accent.
What? No, I'm not a big lover of the Birmingham accent. Are you? Are you the same?
Yeah. I'm. There's something about the Brummie accent. Kate's the same. Kate doesn't like the Brummie accent.
I can't stand the black country accent, the Wolves accent. Oh,
it's all right, Christopher.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll get the job done and we'll stay up. Don't worry, Stephen Gerrard's our saviour.
It's okay. Right, go there, turn right. It's okay.
I can understand you when you talk like that, Niall. I understood that.
You don't have to start putting an accent on. Doug says it's finished. Newcastle 1, Wolves 0. So we can write that game off. None of us got it right.
No.
Result. At least none of us have got that one in the bag to start with.
Away go, lads.
And Anthony says we're in Poole in Dorset, so you should smell a Chris.
Well, I mean, mate, where's my beer? I thought, you're going to pop round and take me out for a beer, but yeah, we know how tight-fisted them Arsenal fans are.
Oh yeah, honestly, not much change out of a tenner for them.
No. Treat
Uh,
to a Freddo, and that's about it.
And even that, you'd have to remortgage your house to buy one these days.
Well, you will at the Emirates, yeah.
Niall doesn't seem to have an accent, however, is he speaking Swahili?
What's happening?
It's Swahili. It's is it an Aborigine type?
No, it's an African.
African type. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. So Watford Leeds. I'm going to say Watford get the points in this. Unfortunately,
really, that's no good for you.
It's no good for me, no. But
yeah, but Watford got shit though.
Watford are shit, but I just think at home in a game like this, this to Watford is sort of our Burnley and Everton. In a nutshell, they can get a result against Leeds. It helps them at that bottom end of the table because Leeds are still sort of down there.
The thing is, on the form table, Leeds are 15th and Watford are 17th, and sandwiched between them, Burnley.
Hey,
Burnley and Watford on the same number of points, both on -9 goals in the last 6 games. So it's tight at the bottom.
It is. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with a tight bottom. Anthony says they've got my new point to choose on. Can't hardly walk, but they've got more points than left. Oh.
How's it going in Europe? Did you have a game midweek? No, you didn't, did you? No, that's right. How's fourth place going, Anthony? Oh, you haven't got that. How you lost that? Bottling it.
You're becoming like the neighbours. You're becoming like the neighbours for bottling stuff.
Oh, Arteta in.
Arteta out. In, out, Cronky fucking out.
You're starting to sound like Lee Gunner a wee bit there. Arteta out. Lee Gunner.
True. Let's have a look who we've got next then. We have got, funnily enough, as Scott says, the Shart in claret and blue up against the Shart in white. Niall, how do you see this one going? Surely Spurs have got to get a result against Villa. Villa have been poor.
For me, Spurs are on a high at the moment. Conte, like everyone knows, and it speaks for itself. Like a born winner, like one of the best managers like on the planet, should I say. Villa are a bit up and down now since Gerrard got appointed. They're lacking that consistency. So I think Spurs are going to win this game. I think Spurs will win this 2-1.
2-1 Spurs win.
Yep.
Kate, do you want to give me that? Niall's gone for a 2-1 Spurs win. Anthony says 2-1 Spurs as well. Chris, as we say, Gerrard's come in. We say it every week. This is a stepping stone to the Liverpool job. And at the moment, I don't think he's anywhere near taking it from Klopp based on his stature with a team like Aston Villa. Randy Lerner and everyone behind the scenes at Aston Villa, they've got the money. They've spent the money. But they've sort of been a bit more successful than Everton in terms of the signings they've made, but it just not seems to be working in terms of getting results.
No, and you've got to look at Gerrard, and his first managerial job was Rangers, and it wasn't the hardest job in the world. But let's be honest with you, he's guaranteed at least second. But he did it, and then he's come down to a club like Aston Villa. Now he hasn't gone for like Fat Frank went to Chelsea, but I understand why he had to go. And I understand why he took it, because you don't know when those chances are going to come up again. And he loves Chelsea, so I understood that. But Steven Gerrard's taken a more sensible route, and I think I've heard the Aston Villa owners and representatives talk on the radio, and I like the way they talk. They're not, stupid owners that are just throwing money at it willy-nilly. And I think Steven Gerrard will be given a couple of seasons. And, it can take that to turn it around. Yes, he might get a bit of a bounce when they first move in, but it's got, a manager's got to be given time. And no managers get that. But I think Steven Gerrard will be given time there. And I think that Villa know that if he leaves, there's only one club he'll leave for. So if a Chelsea come in for him, or a Man United or an Arsenal, he isn't going to go there. He's got, like you say, that job in mind. And maybe his idea is not necessarily to be the manager that replaces Klopp, but to be the manager that replaces the manager that replaces Klopp.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, look at David Moyes at Man United now. Who wanted to follow Sir Alex Ferguson? It was like, here's the hot potato, hold on to it and burn your hand. So I think, yes, he's not, he's not the brilliant start. They're certainly, the mid-table security, we know they're not going to go down. Spurs are an enigma to me this season. Because they could easily go out and lose, to somebody, as they could go out and win. Look at Newcastle. Newcastle have turned it around. They stuffed them 5-1, but then they lost to Man United. It's a strange season. Conte is getting a tune out of them, And there's rumours he's not happy. There's rumours that, he might be leaving. I can't see it. That guy's gone in, Conte, and he had all the cards. He said, right, you're in the shit now. You got rid of Nuno. You're really desperate. If you want me, this is what you've got to give me, and this is how I will run my side of the football club. And I think he'll be there and he'll do it. But he's getting a tune out of the present team. This, for me, is going to be a Tottenham win.
No, fair shout. you know, I love how Anthony's keeping it real as well by saying that, and as much it'll pain him to say it being an Arsenal fan, but you know, sometimes we have to say what we think, and you know, it's good that even you know rivals aside, you can still admit that. So fair play to you.
Yeah. And
Fair
Anthony,
play to you.
I know you were trying to wind me up about Tielemans, but if he goes and you know he's not said no to the contract, this is what everybody forgets. He hasn't actually turned it down, so it's likely to, because you know it's been a year and he hasn't signed it. So the options are that he is going to turn it down, but he will go. I mean, I can't believe that the newspapers are saying it's going to be Man United or Arsenal. I mean, sorry, neither of those teams, no disrespect, Niall, but neither of those teams could probably end up top four. So what's he going to get at Man United or Arsenal that he possibly can't get at Leicester? We might win the conference and be in the Europa ourselves. He wants Champions League football. Man United get that fourth place and come in for him, you could get him. If Arsenal finish fourth and you come in for him, you could get him. But you've also got to remember there's Bayern Munich, there's Real Madrid, there's Barcelona's out there. There's no guarantee that he's going to stay with an English club. But if you do want to get him, finish top four, because I think he will go to a Champions League participating club.
No, fair shout. Fair shout.
At 10, Turf Moorhouse TV.
I'm with you, Chris, and I'm with you now. I think Kate said it as well. Spurs. I think it's a clean sweep. I can't see Villa getting anything from it. And even Rich over and over and over again, Arsenal podcast says Villa 0, Spurs 2. So you know, even all Arsenal fans are saying that Spurs win this game. I mean, that goes to show how shit Villa have been. But thank you for tuning in, Rich, as well. Thank you very much. Really does mean a lot. Hope you are well. So please do, people, check out Rich's channel as well. He does some amazing stuff regarding Arsenal, so please check him out. Anthony is said, Luca said to Brad's missus on the stream earlier that Arsenal going in for Maddison again. What's your thoughts?
Again, if you've got Champions League, you can go for all these players. Of course you can. I'm
Tielemans to another one, I think you say, going actually Melwell or Maddison.
Where, sorry?
I think they said on the stream Tielemans to another one, and actually talked on James Maddison. Do you think we could see if Arsenal get top four?
Yeah, because Tielemans and Maddison have been linked with moves away, so it's one or the other.
To be honest with you, no disrespect.
Tielemans mainly Man United, doesn't it? If I'm correct.
No disrespect to Luca. I
Maddison,
mean, you know,
Maddison, Arsenal, Tielemans, Man United, possibly.
Yeah, he can't even agree on what Arsenal are doing with another Arsenal fan. And I take Luca saying it as, to be honest with you, I don't, you know, you might as well bend over and fart. You know what I mean? I just don't. He's in dreamland. Luca is in dreamland. He may go, but why? When you've got, what's he called, Ostergaard or somebody?
Yeah, Martin. I was just about to say that, Chris. I was just about to say, like, as Rich says there, Arsenal don't want or need Maddison. Odegaard this season has really come into his own, and
he's had a better season than Maddison, you know, and Arsenal had a better season than Leicester.
For me, Arsenal don't really need Maddison. If Odegaard is having a really good season now, isn't he?
No.
And back from, I think it's Real Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but you know, as I say, this is Luca. You know what I mean?
Jackie quicker wave, that sums it up, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
True that. Anthony says, Dan, I read that if Burnley get relegated, you're keeping all your players because no one wants them barking. Trust me, no one will want them because they're practically last legs. They'll be having to play walking football if we get relegated. They're not going to be able to keep up with the demands. However, I am very much more optimistic after that Everton game. And looking at the run-ins, I am more optimistic. However, you can never say never in football. Anything can happen. Injuries can curtail. Let's just see. Let's just see. I'm firmly at the moment of the.
We have a question.
Yeah, go on.
See if Burnley get relegated, do you think Weghorst will get linked with other Premiership clubs, or do you think Burnley will keep him?
I think Weghorst will stay due to his age. I think he's only 29, but I still think that he's not really. He only came in January, and he's not.
Yeah.
Apart from the odd bit of magic with his feet, I don't think he's really showcased much about himself. And he might find his form, next season. Even if we do go down, I think he might. A good we usually see that, January signings come in and it don't work until they get a good pre-season under the belt and things like that.
You need to hit the ground running in January, don't you?
Well, we need something anyway. I just think, personally, I'm more optimistic now, and I believe that we've got one foot firmly in potentially staying up. But no matter what, you can sometimes, as I say, have your foot holding the door open for as many people. Eventually, that door's got to shut, and it depends on which side of it you are.
Do you think you're down? I know Newcastle won tonight. Do you think you're staying up, or do you think you're down?
Oh, Newcastle will stay up.
No, what I'm saying, do you think Burnley will get going, or do you think Burnley are staying up?
Oh, I'm at the moment, I'm sort of 50-50 with it, but I am more optimistic that we will stay up.
Oh, okay.
But that's based on that. That's based on the fact of we managed to turn that game around. The fact that the players at the end, you saw Nick Pope cuddling Ashley Barnes, Aaron Lennon, and Maxwell Cornet shouting, "We're not effing dead yet. We're not effing dead." And that to me sounds like a bunch of lads that are willing to fight for the cause to try and stay up. So
you need that passion, because I know you get players that just don't give a shit, isn't it? They just want just like stealing away and just want to go to another club, isn't it? And don't
we'll see. We'll see. NSQ says Burnley won't get relegated. Hopefully not.
Dan, in regards to Weghorst, I mean, I said the other day, you sold an 8-goal-a-season striker and you bought exactly the same for half price. But the thing with Weghorst is he's come in, he's never played in the Premier League before. Yeah. And I don't care what you say, when you transfer from one, it's hard enough going from an English club to let's say from Luton to Leicester, because it is the Championship is played a different way to the Premier League. So to take a player from abroad, I can remember, I think when Liverpool bought Kevin Keegan from Scunthorpe, he was like, he never saw the first team for 6 months because he was playing in and getting you. Now, we sign these foreign players, we drop them in, and it's straight away we expect them to be able to perform, and occasionally they will. Fofana, for example, but Samari is taking a bit longer because they've got to acclimatise. They've got to get used to the league. It's a different league, and you can't throw these foreign players in and say, "Get on with it."
No, that's true. I've just looked now briefly. I've got Sky Sports on in the background, and I can categorically say the first goal that Chris Wood scored, I was correct. He was offside.
Sorry, I apologise.
The penalty that was given, very soft, very soft. He's took the ball away from the keeper, but he's actually left his foot there intentionally, knowing that the keeper may even get a touch on it. But it's the minimal of touches, and he's gone down and got it.
These soft penalties, Dan?
So
tell me about it. Tell me about it. Scott, according to that, according to what Dash said at our time, apparently he came out and he said to him, come on, these lads don't look like they know how to win a game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mad psychology that these managers use, but it tends to work. And as we said, everyone were posting stats at half time in that game saying Burnley haven't come back all season from a losing position, and the game turned on its head. We wasn't expecting it, definitely wasn't. But it is what it is. Anyway, we will get on to Burnley at some point.
You think it was a penalty? What you saw, or you don't think it was?
What for the Newcastle game?
Yeah.
You see him given, but it was soft.
I get you see it back later.
Yeah, you see him given, but it's very, very soft. Scott says, did he start kicking boots, etc.? As I said to Chris on the watch along, I'd have loved to have been a fly on the wall. Kit said he said something along the lines of Everton aren't playing great, and that's it apparently. Yeah. And Scott then says, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Dash an ex-Man United? No, he was not. He was a YTS at Nottingham Forest under Brian Clough. And then he told a story once about, I forgot who it were. I think it was... There was somebody that was playing for Notts Forest, and Brian Clough called him in as a YTS and went, "Young Ginge, can you come and clean Desmond's boots?" And he's like, "Don't touch my boots." And he's like, "Come in here, Ginger, clean his boots." But that was Brian Clough. We all know too much about that. Scott, you are getting Dash and Dan mixed up as well. You know what, Chris? Fair enough.
Boom.
Okay, so I thought that was my dad's voice. Make you mad. Similar. Next game, since we're here to predict, let's have a look. So next up, Brentford against West Ham. Now, Chris, I'll come to you first. West Ham drew against Lyon. Can you see him sort of weakening the side to try and go all out for the second leg?
West Ham, we say nobody seems to want fourth this season. Now we'll know Man United are sort of throwing it away. Arsenal could be throwing it away. West Ham, they're in that position. It's funny, we got called the last 2 years for bottling it. So I guess everybody else is bottling it this year. But West Ham, they haven't got a large squad. Looking at where they are, I mean, their sort of form at the moment, they're actually in 9th place in the form table. But I think they want Europe. I mean, I'm Ford Tremaine, the West Ham fan site. I'm good friends with them, and I was sort of chatting with them in the chat earlier on their show, and they really want Europe.
Yeah,
and
do you think they want it just because they want it, or do you think it's almost like a very nice goodbye present for the likes of Mark Noble, who's curtailing his career?
I mean, they're not gonna win the Premier League.
No.
At the start of the season, they had a good season last year. I thought they were going to be struggling this season and be at the bottom. But Moyes has done miracles again. And, they had me on doing a show for one of the West Ham channels. Can't remember which one it is now. But at the start of the season, comparing West Ham to Leicester when we went on to win it. That hasn't quite worked for them. And they know, they are currently in the Premier League. They're 6. So as long as they can hold on to that top 7th place, they should, be back in Europe in some form. So to West Ham, and I know the big boys don't want to be in the Europa or the Conference, or if you're Arsenal, you're not in anything at all, are you? Or Spurs, that you get chucked out of it.
I just think... Wind them up, Chris, wind them up.
No, I just think if I was a West Ham fan, if we finish 3rd or 4th, yes, we'll get Champions League. Then you're up against the big boys. So how long they'll be in, who knows? Nobody's going to remember if you came 3rd or 4th. But if they could win the Europa League, and I'd love to see them win the Europa League, I really would. I'd love to see them do it. I just, that's if I was a West Ham fan, that's what I'd want. I'd want that over that position. That said, they're going to lose this. Because I think they are going to concentrate. So they haven't got a huge squad, like I say, and I think they're going to concentrate on the European side. And it's at Brentford. Brentford on a high, as you'd expect them to be after Chelsea. And I just see this being a Brentford win.
Oh, fair shout. Niall, do you sort of echo that sentiment, or do you have your own thoughts on it?
I know Brentford are on a high at the moment from that 4-1 win over Chelsea with effectively, and Christian Eriksen being like for me Brentford's best signing, and I'm glad he's back playing football again despite what happened to him back at the Euros. Again, I think it was Russia. So West Ham need to bounce back because I know they played in the Europa there against Lyon, which was a 1-1 draw. I think I'm trying to say that West Ham get cheated in that game or whatever it was. I'm not sure. So I don't know because for me, I think West Ham might just exit for me. So I'm going to say West Ham 2, Brentford 1.
West Ham win for Niall as well. Scott says, can you do the daily West Ham?
Kate, do you get this? Sorry, but I just want to say to Kate, do you get a feeling that this prediction league is a bit like Scotland for you and me? It's just a 2-horse race.
Can you do the daily West Ham? See, Chris is good. Chris has the answers to all these teams and how long it's been. I'm not entirely sure.
I can find out very quickly for you. You want
Let's have let's have a daily West Ham. Why not?
I like West Ham. I really do. In fact, in fairness, and again, no disrespect to Niall or Anthony or anybody who's Nippon or anybody who supports those clubs, I like to see the smaller clubs do well every now and again. You know, right? Let's have a look. West Ham. 41 years, 333 days, 5 hours, 22 minutes, and 33 seconds.
Bloody hell, nearly as long as Burnley's.
Well, Burnley's, funny you should ask.
Chris, we know, 60-something years.
61 years, 341 days, 5 hours, 22 minutes, and 49 seconds. Do we want to know Man United's while we're here?
I think we checked it last time, didn't we? It was like 14 years and...
No, in fairness to Man United,
it was 6 or 7.
4 years, 319 days, yeah.
Getting ahead of myself. I'm thinking into the future.
Yeah, they won the Europa League when Jose Mourinho was in charge.
Yeah, true. It meant nothing then, though. Scott says, I'm rooting for you, Kate. Hope you can claw the points back. He's got it in for you tonight, Chris.
Scott, you're getting ignored. If you're coming on tomorrow night when I'm doing the preview, you are getting ignored. You're getting timed. Every time I see you pop in the chat, I'm going to time you out.
To be fair, Scott, I did. I really, really did. Renee is off. So I hope you are well. Take care. Sleep easy. All the best. All the best. So Chris went for Brentford. Niall for West Ham. Kate's gone for Brentford as well.
No.
I'm going to do a Mr. Forian, and I'm going to be this week's draw specialist.
I've had 2 draws so far.
Yeah, of course, Seb. You and Chris are like, bloody that. Or did you do a different one? Or for your next... yeah, but you're thinking ahead. We've not touched on that game until in a moment. Kate's already wrote her predictions in, but Kate said, "Can never do that, Scott. When we're always predicting the same, I'll be one behind if I get the one we haven't got the same. But then depends on the last 2 and all." And Scott says he looks forward to it, Chris. So yeah, I'm going to sit on the fence for this one. I'm going to go for a draw. I just don't think I can separate these 2 teams. Brentford will be on a half from that result against Chelsea, and West Ham, well, I think they'll be wanting to fight against Lyon. So moving on to the next one, and we have Chris's Leicester City up against Crystal Palace at the King Power. Chris.
Oh, what, Chris?
Oh, Chris. I know Jamie Vardy's in the picture. He's out. He's out for the game. But how do you see Leicester getting on? I mean, Palace got a really good win against Arsenal the other night. Nice 3-0 win, which I predicted, I must say. That was one of the 4 I got right. I was the only one that went for Palace, so I'll take that. But a game you can get 3 points in?
I would hope so. Palace, again, they're one of those teams. I mean, I predicted them to struggle this season. I said, new manager coming in, hasn't got Premier League experience. They're losing a lot of players, with a contract. Roy was going, and Patrick Vieira proved me wrong. He totally proved me wrong. But again, they had the run, then they kind of died off a little bit. They are 1 place above us in the league. They're 2 places above us and 1 point in the what's what I'm looking for? The form table. That's it. Yep. We haven't lost. We haven't actually lost to Palace in 5 games in the Premier League. But I don't feel confident about this one.
I'll put it up before you say anything, Chris, but that's what Kate's got for. Because I just feel Chris was going to go for a draw, and now I think he's contemplating changing it.
I'm not actually. No. I wouldn't do that. I have my principles, I always do. I always say what I say in my show.
Why are you homing American head teachers for? What's all that about?
No, it's close. This, I mean, it was 2-2 earlier on in the season. We were outplayed. We went 2-0 up against the run of play, as we had done all season up until recently. I think, we couldn't hold on to that. Palace came back in and deserved not only the point, they probably deserved all 3 points, if I'm honest with you. But for this one, for me, we've got the players coming back. We've got a good sized squad now, reasonable amount of fitness. Our defenders are back, so hopefully that will work for us. Johnny Evans is back, and Fofana, as we know, is back. But it's Crystal Palace, and as I say, respect to Patrick Vieira and what he's done there. I'd like to say it's going to be a Leicester win, but I can't. I have a feeling this is going to be a draw.
A draw? Kate had already... See, Kate presuming she wrote you down for Leicester already.
Right, my heart says Leicester, but my head says a draw.
She's writing
this is why I'm bottom of the... I'm bottom of the prediction league, obviously. I've forgotten to do that. With the ex-players, so this is why.
Hey, not wrong with that. Diego, Crystal Palace fan, says it should be a great match, and then says that they're going for a Leicester 0, Crystal Palace 1, but if Leicester score, then I'll flip-flop to a 2-2.
Diego.
But that is not bad, Chris. I mean, a point, as you say, a point is not going to be bad for both sides, really. Niall, how do you see this one? Are you going to go up in Chris's estimation, or are you going to go further up Chris's list of arseholes?
Be careful.
List of YouTube arseholes. Are you going from 3rd to 2nd?
For me, Crystal Palace have really impressed me this season. I've said this a few times. You've got Patrick, I apologise, there are people saying Patrick Vieira to be one of the first managers to potentially get sacked outside Bruno Lars. So I like the way he plays for Palace, the style of play, well drilled, very attacking with Wilfred Zaha, Mateta, also Edward, who is signed from Celtic, Conor Gallagher, who everyone raves about. He's got a bright future ahead of him. I think he'll go back to Chelsea, a much better player. For Leicester, I don't know if Vardy's fit or not, and if not, then Daka, Yoki Tielemans, Madison, good players there. For me, I know Crystal Palace will be on a high after beating Arsenal 3-0 and also that game against Everton recently in the FA Cup, which we won 4-0. So Leicester are not good defensively from what I've seen. I've not watched a lot of Leicester, so I'm going to say Leicester City 1, Crystal Palace 3.
3?
Yep.
Wow.
I think Crystal Palace will win.
Fucking Man United fans.
You behave yourself, Crystal Palace.
They see a kit with a little bit of red on, and they're like, "Oh, I've got to pick them."
Well, of course he's a Man United fan. He's from Scotland.
Oh, who do I pick? I don't know who to pick. Crystal Palace will pick.
Yeah, now's gone for Crystal Palace. You know what, Chris? I think Leicester will get the job done in this game.
That's the kiss of death.
I just think Palace will be on a high, but I think the danger would have been if this was at Selhurst Park. The fact it's at the King Power, I've got more optimism that Leicester will get the job done. So I'm going to back your boys to go on a bit of a run, beat Everton twice, please, please. But I'm going to go for Leicester for this one, and it's not just in favour of you, Chris. I actually do think that with Leicester being the home side, I think they'll take the game to Palace. Diego says, I would love 3 more goals. I'm in your corner now.
My man, Diego.
Yeah, you don't want to be in my corner, Diego. Reeks of piss. Moving on to the next one, and another huge. Have
you shaken your prediction for Palace, or did you forget?
No, I just said Leicester.
What was your prediction? I never heard you.
Leicester to win.
Yeah, but what prediction? Like, what goal line, I mean?
I don't know. All I put down is either home, draw, or away. So whoever predicts what gets the points, whether it's a home win. But for this one, Norwich Burnley. You know what? I fear this one more than I fear the Everton one. For some strange reason. Chris, you were there. You saw Burnley's, second half revival against the team at the bottom. They've got to take that optimism into this game, and I know your affinity to Norwich is very well documented. This is a game where it could be free flowing, high scoring, or an absolute bore fest.
Being a Leicester fan, I kind of sympathise with Burnley this season because we've had a bad season and then we get an odd good result and we think, this is the start of it. We beat Man United 4-2, Niall. We beat Liverpool 1-0 and we suddenly think, hey, this is it. This is going to start. And it never has been. For Burnley, it's been the same. When you've got a win or a couple of wins, you've not gone on and taken advantage. And if you don't win this, and I know I say this all the time, but if you don't win this, then that win against Everton will mean nothing.
Yeah.
You're looking at Norwich. The fight I saw from that team, and I've got to give all credit to Burnley when I was watching them. I came in and I thought it was, because I did my own show, and it was 1-0 to Burnley. I'm going, you 1-0. And just as I came in, it was the first penalty. But the fact that you came back, it was, you outpunched Everton. You'd worn them out. It was like a heavyweight battle, and they just had nothing left at the end. What Dyche said is quite right. They can't go on. They can't win games. You watch, they'll go and beat Leicester twice now.
Better not.
I mean, again, seriously, if you don't win this, then you deserve to go down. And I say, if you don't win this, it will make everything you did against Everton completely, a waste of time. But if you can produce what you produced against Everton, against Norwich, it should be a comfy win for you.
I bloody well hope so. Obviously, Kate's gone for Burnley. I'm guessing you're
me
going for
again,
Burnley.
Kate. Copying me again, eh?
Now, Norwich, as you say, probably it's a bit of a strange one. You know, when I looked at Everton and the fact of Frank Lampard, you know, Norwich turned Lampard down and went for Dean Smith. If anything, I think Norwich got the better end of the deal. However, too late for Norwich this season.
For me, I think Norwich are gone for me because they're like not a good team, and everyone seems Norwich. I know I said this in the last show. I think we done Norwich are just like a yo-yo club. They're like up and down, like a yo-yo, aren't they?
Yeah.
You've got players like Billy Gilmore, Brandon Williams, who's on loan from Man United, Timo Pukki, who's in the thumbnail, Tim Krul, who good goalkeeper in his day, but I don't know, like, and as for your team, Burnley, yes, you got a great win against Everton the other night there, 3-2, wasn't it? If I'm correct. Yeah, Burnley are getting wins here and there, and I think that bottom half of the league is very competitive in my opinion. So, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to say Norwich 1, Burnley 2.
Get in. That's what I love to see. Nice bit of optimism. Just need Burnley to fucking follow up now.
Don't care anyone says in playback or watching us live. I think Burnley will beat Norwich.
We need to.
My opinion.
Definitely need to. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. Burnley need to win this. I'm going to predict Burnley win this. As I said earlier, that never say die attitude to turn that game around.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, that's not blown us out. Hopefully, that's not made us to go. We left everything on the pitch in that game. Because I'm not being funny. We need to, you need to pull your socks up and you need to go again on Sunday. Mm. You know, we've said it. Dash has said it. Rodriguez said it at the end of the game. This is still 9 cup finals to play. Yeah. And if we don't get these results, then we're destined for it. But I'm going to obviously...
Then you're down, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got to fight. We've got to fight. The fact that Watford are level on points with us, you know, Everton are still there. There could be 3 of us trying to vie for getting out of it. And up until the final day, who knows? So
any team still get dragged in, isn't it? Like Leeds, I think Newcastle are fine. Can Leeds and teams whoever down there can still get dragged in? Or
yeah, Leeds can get dragged into it. Leeds could get dragged into it. I just
Watford
don't
are
see
actually
it.
2 points worse than you, mate. You got 24, they've got 22.
Sorry, who the other teams that can get dragged in, or is that it?
Yeah, well, Brentford, technically, I mean, Brentford are on 33, Leeds are on 30, Everton are on 25 with 2 games in hand on Leeds, but are they going to win it? And then Burnley are on 24, Watford 22, Norwich 18.
I think in terms of that result, I think Newcastle are safe now, or have been safe for a while now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Newcastle are safe.
Newcastle don't need to worry about it anymore. I think they're safe now.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I'm going Burnley to win this without a shadow of a doubt. And I just hope that we get the job done comfortably. And as I say, keep that momentum from Wednesday night's fixture against Everton. Moving on into the last game of the predictions this week for match week 32. And it's the big one, a potential title decider. Man City were 12 points clear at one point. Liverpool have just seemed to just steamroll and continue and grind results out. And I think it was something you said, Chris, on your preview for this with a City fan and a Liverpool fan, that Liverpool's form at the moment, I think they're unbeaten in their last 5.
From what, 7, I think.
6, yeah. I mean, obviously, I would just look from that picture you uploaded. It only showed the 5, didn't it? And they were all green. Yeah. City have had a loss and a draw mixed in with their results. Mm-hmm. This is a massive game, Chris, isn't it? And we all thought I only have to go back a couple of weeks, and you even said, the title's pretty much wrapped up, and the interesting thing at the end of the season is going to be who goes down, because it's the bottom half that's interesting. But both ends have opened up.
The funny thing is, I know what you're saying, and I was talking to the guys earlier, and I did not the most viewed program I've ever done on the Leicester channel, a Man City Liverpool preview, but I think it could be the title decider, and both fans think the same, that whoever wins it should go on and win the title. What surprised me was that Man City have never really been that many points ahead of Liverpool. It's all sky hype. And at one point early in the season, Liverpool were actually above Man City. Chelsea were top, Liverpool second, Man City third. And for the first 2 games, I mean, Liverpool started top and Man City were down in 14th or something like that. So we tend to get drawn into this, and I certainly was, this sky hype. And I could say it made me stop and think when I saw this. And, the gap has never, when I did, I sort of looked at the league table after 10, 20, and now, and the points were never that huge. I say Sky just doing a great marketing job. And the other thing as well is, I mean, it's Man City at home, but Liverpool have the better away record.
Yeah.
And Man City have Man City have the better away record. Liverpool have the home record. And yet it's, this game's the other way around. You literally cannot put a cigarette paper between these two clubs. Every stat I was checking, there were virtually, one was just slightly better than the other, or the other one was just slightly better, or they were virtually neck and neck. It was so difficult. And for that reason, I'm going for a draw.
A draw? Interesting.
Yeah. It could be the biggest flop, when you look to these games and, these big FA Cup finals, Champions League finals, it's Barcelona versus Real Madrid, it's going to be a cracker, and then it's not. It could be one of those games that you think, oh, God. But everybody, if you're a football fan as a neutral, you're going to want to watch this. I've put my post-match show back so I can nip off and watch this when the Leicester game finishes. To me, it's going to be a draw, and it will still probably go down to the last game of the season.
Fair shout. Diego says, hope VAR doesn't spoil the game. It could be. If it's a game full of controversy, then, it's going to be an interesting afternoon. Now, how do you see it looking from the outside? Because as a United fan, it's almost like choosing, what would you rather lose? Your right arm or your left arm, sort of thing.
Yeah, for me, I think it'll be a high tempo game for both teams, as both of them will be going for it from a high tempo. And I think it'll be like that type of game. It'll be a game of 2 halves where both teams will attack. A lot at stake, like a potential title challenge type of game, and I think for me, whoever wins this game will win the title for me. So yes, I know it's at the Etihad, so I've got a sneaky feeling Liverpool are going to do it on Sunday at 4:30. So I'm going to say Man City 2, Liverpool 3, 3-2 to Liverpool.
Nice game to watch.
Funnily enough, Chris has gone for the draw. Kate's gone for Kate's gone for Liverpool. You've gone for Liverpool, and you know what? Nobody has gone for Manchester City, and I think it's because really, City are the one where Liverpool are breathing down their necks.
Am I correct?
City are the ones having to go like this. Liverpool could just go about the business. If they do it, they do it. If they don't, they don't. I
I think City are without who I get Ruben Diaz for injury, isn't it?
Not Diaz and
remember.
Cole Palmer are still missing. Forge from Irons in the chat. Good evening, Rob. If it's Duke, hope you are well as well. Thank you, both of us, for tuning in. Chris, we're just saying how this game's potentially a draw, and as the media, media heart. So in Chris's words, it's a crock of shit. Just throw that one in there.
I wasn't even going to bring that up.
It wasn't me. Anyhow, it's Rob. It's fine.
I have too much respect for those guys, and I wouldn't lower myself to use that sort of humour.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. Rob, hope you're well, mate. Obviously, we need to speak about getting something sorted as well, because we are due to play each other soon. I think is it either 2 games time? Oh no, it's after the Norwich game, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's after the Norwich game. We've got West Ham away, so yeah, we need to be in touch, because that's not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. So, drop us a message, Rob. It'd be nice to obviously get that sorted out. Vice versa for each other's channels. But yeah, hope you're well, mate. Please do go check out Forge from Iron, West Ham United channel. Do some cracking stuff, non-West Ham related as well as West Ham related. So please do go.
Shoes out, don't they?
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah. Test shoes,
they do. You know what? I'm going to go for Liverpool in this one. Nobody's backing Man City in this game.
Just a coward. You're just showing that nobody else gets more points than you.
No. I've put Liverpool down, but I've even put the book away. I've put I put Liverpool down. I just think that Liverpool have got a sort of they can just take this game on. They can just take this game on. I think weren't the earlier result in the season 2-2?
Yes, it was.
It was, mate. 2-2, yeah.
So
I think someone talked on it.
Nobody's sort of, they both cancelled each other out at that time. I still think it's going to be a very close game. I just think that with such a big hitter like Ruben Diaz missing at the back, will be massive. The front three of Liverpool could, take advantage of that. But we're all a critic, we're all opinionated, we all pick a side when it comes to it on these prediction shows. And fortunately or unfortunately, no matter which way you want to look at it, I just think Liverpool will get the upper hand. I think if that does happen, Man City's main focus will be on the Champions League.
Yeah. If Liverpool win this, I can't see Man City. You can see Man City dropping points, but you can't see Liverpool dropping points.
No, totally agree with that. Chaps, it's been absolutely brilliant. They were the fixtures for match week 32, and obviously we have just give an absolute rundown from them. Coming up nearly 2 hours. So thank you very much, guys, for giving up your time. Chris, thank you. Yes. Niall, thank you very much indeed as well. Niall, first and foremost, tell us where people can find you and plug away your Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me on tonight. Really enjoyed it. And thanks to everyone in the live chat for being a fantastic audience. For me, you can find me on the Twitter handle, which is on the screen somewhere, at Niall Kane 91. You can find me on Facebook, which is Niall Kane. Instagram, Niall_Kane. And finally, you can also find me on Twitch, which is Niall Kane 91.
Brilliant stuff. As I say, thanks again, Niall, for coming in, giving your input. Chris, as always, it's always a pleasure to have you.
It is for you anyway.
Oh, certainly is.
Just remember the Vaseline next time, will you?
I won't make the same mistake twice. Deep eats a bastard. But no, thank you very much for giving up your time. I know this is your third show today, so you must be absolutely worn out. You know, that jaw needs a rest, doesn't it?
It does.
There's only so many wise words can come out of that mouth.
Not
Unfortunately,
many.
I get the mouth after the watershed, so I get.
I have to use them sparingly. There's not that many wise words.
No, thank you very much, Chris.
Yes.
And thank you very much, everybody, for putting their comments in, getting involved, putting their predictions in. They all count. They're all opinions. We all think what we think. And it's a nice way of, you know, everybody putting their input in. You know, thank you to everybody who has got involved. And as I say, Rob, we will get something sorted in terms of the game against West Ham as of next week. But thank you very much, guys, for watching. It was match week 32 predictions. They've all been done. Fingers crossed I get better points this week. And if I don't, I'd rather, you know, Burnley win. I'd rather that than win this stupid prediction league anyway. So no. But guys, thank you for watching. These two legends, please do go show them some support. I've been Dan. He's been Chris. He's been Niall. Kate hates me doing it, and I thought I'd just bring it back for all time's sake. Stay safe, sleep well, enjoy your weekend, and take care. All the best.